Put it down unless they're paying you. Then don't put it down. Good point. All right, how do you feel? First practice here in the books.
I feel good. I mean, it was crazy in the football stadium again. Last time I was in, that was the Final Four, but it was really nice setup and ready to win.
How does it change how the game looks and feels to be in an arena like that?
I mean, it's a little different. I mean, just the seats are kind of farther away. It's a little different feel, but so we got used to it today in practice. Got a lot of shots up, and we were able to see.
Are the sidelines different?
Yeah, for sure. I mean, the bench is under the court. That's a little different also. But everything else is just basketball at that point.
It seemed like you were kind of showing some of the younger guys like how it was going to look and what it was going to kind of feel like. What was the advice you were giving them who haven't played in an arena like this before?
Yeah, I just told them that we need this first day for sure to get used to the background and everything. But other than that, it's just regular basketball. Have fun, go out there, play hard.
Yeah. Coach Pope have any advice?
Coach Pope. He always saying advice. I don't know exactly what he said, but he always just told us to embrace the moment. Not everybody gets to do this, so have fun and be here.
Tennessee round 3. How are you feeling about this matchup?
I mean, we feel good, man. It's a really good team. They made it to the Sweet 16. We played them twice this year. They had a really good year. Even despite the losses to us, they had a really good year. So we know that they're having a hot streak right now. We just got to be able to slow them down and play our game.
How have they changed since the last time you guys saw them?
They're just a lot more aggressive. They're looking for their shot a lot more. Kind of less, play-driven. They're kind of just attacking, especially in transition. We got to find people in transition and things like that. And then they're always a beast on the glass, so we got to lock in on those too.
That head-to-head battle with Zakai, how excited are you for that on the national stage?
It's gonna be fun, man. He's a really good point guard. I mean, he's the Defensive Player of the Year of our league, and first team. So it's gonna be a really good matchup, and I'm ready for it.
Have you seen that picture by chance?
Yeah, I've seen it.
What do you think about that?
Just give us a little bit more motivation. We're just going to go out there, have fun. I mean, we're not really too worried about it. We're just able to go out there to play.
I know you didn't play in the game in Knoxville, but just when you did, what were you guys able to do so successfully to kind of contain them from 3 in the first 2 matchups? They shot at a very low percentage.
I think it's just the scout that we have. I feel like the coaches gave us a really good plan. We executed pretty well the first 2 games, so we got to come to this 3rd game, execute it well again, and be ready to play.
Thank you.
Thanks a lot.
Practice.
I mean, I always go with the one he said at the start. I feel like that resonates with us a lot. Is the magic you're looking for is in the work you're not doing, or something like that. Something similar to that. So I'll say that one for sure.
Awesome. That was what I was thinking.
No problem.
Amari, Tennessee round 3, man. How excited are you to get this thing rolling?
Yeah, I mean, it's gonna be fun. Just seeing the stadium and where we're playing, and just seeing. Imagine the Big Blue Nation in the seats in those stands. So it's going to be fun, and it's going to be an action game for sure. So.
Have you ever played in a football stadium before?
I'm not sure. My freshman year when we played in the tournament, it was in Indiana, but I'm not sure we played at the football stadium. So
how different is that from just a normal, typical basketball setup?
Yeah, I mean, it's definitely different. I feel like the only thing is the raised court. I feel it's a little bit different, especially if you jump and contest a shot and you keep going. But that's just something we've always spoke about. We got to be cautious of and just remember that it's level. So I'll say that for sure.
How weird has this week been for you with you becoming the spokesman for Weetabix?
Yeah, I mean, it's definitely been weird, especially, all the Bucks are showing up at the Craft Center. So, BBN's a great fan base, and just, what they've done in the past week is crazy to me, and I appreciate it. But, yeah, it's definitely been crazy these past few days. So.
Do you have any NIL deals in the works with them?
No, right now, no. So.
What do you think you guys did as a team to actually make a team from all the transfers you had at the start of the season? Because obviously just bringing in talent doesn't always work.
I mean, I feel like we're all together. I feel like, even from the moment I got on campus, we've always been hanging out with each other and just going around the city together. So I feel like when you hang out with a team like that and have that kind of relationship, it always translates to the court. And I feel like that's why we've been so successful this year.
Certainly built some good success against Tennessee, beat them twice. Hard to beat a team 3 times. Heck, it's hard to beat a team once when they're that good. So what did you do well against them those first 2 times that hopefully you want to do again?
Just played our own game. We went into both games short-handed with guys injured, and just like this game, a lot of people think that we can't win. So just having that underdog mindset, even though we're at the University of Kentucky, always helps us, and it's helped us in a lot of games, and I'm sure it'll help us tomorrow.
How's Tennessee changed from the last time you guys played them?
I mean, their guys are shooting it a lot better, and they got a lot of actions to get guys open. So just being able to manage those guys and kind of slow them down is something we're gonna have to try and do tomorrow. So,
Did you happen to see that picture of Zakai in a UK facility?
I mean, it's cute when you go to a team like that who haven't beat us in how long. You know, you're going to be mad about that, but we don't really care about that. You know, they can do whatever, but we'll be ready on the court. So.
I heard the fellas are talking about LeBron TikTok remixes today. What's your favorite one if you had to pick?
LeBron TikTok remixes? What do you mean by that?
Like Man on the Lakers, like the songs about LeBron on TikTok. Have you seen any of those?
You haven't
seen any of the LeBron TikTok remixes? Oh, damn. Okay. Appreciate you.
No problem.
We're also having different guys on the team do a grip strength test. Would you want to do it? Would you be up for it? Quick. That's yours. Just give me 1 second to start recording. All right, go for it. You can squeeze.
You can add like 101 knives.
All right, what do we get?
122.6.
Oh, that's huge.
Look at the lights out there, because it looked like Travis said something. Pope was like, it was almost like sunlight bright out there.
Right. I noticed it right when we got out there. I think my eyes adjusted a little bit, though I stopped noticing it the more we went on. But yeah, it was bright at the start of practice.
How important is the shoot around to not just get acclimated, but to maybe just get rid of any butterflies you might have on this day? Obviously, they're going to show up again tomorrow, but just to do what you all do in the time that we got to see.
Yeah, no, it's huge, and we would do that like on road games. We'd go and just feel out the gym is really important for us to get the feel, and I think visualization is a big thing for us. So yeah, shoot around is good for us, and good to have some familiar vibes to when we get in game time.
What's that shooter's background in this place compared to others? Because I think maybe with the lights, they're trying to give you a better background, a darker background maybe, I don't know.
Yeah, maybe. I don't know. I think it just takes some getting used to. It's like that with some gyms, the bleachers are right behind the hoop. Some gyms are like Rupp is farther away, so it feels more like Rupp, but it just takes a little bit of getting used to, getting a few shots up. So today was good for us.
When you win and beat a team twice, what can you change? Because you have to imagine this didn't work for them the first game, this didn't work for the second game. What do you all maybe hone in on a little bit more this third time?
Yeah, well, teams changed throughout the season. Like we're probably a little bit of a different team than we were when we played them the second time. So I think our coaches have done a good job at watching what they're doing recently and their tendencies, and so we're scouting for what they do differently. And so all teams change, and so it's been like there's been a few differences in the scout every time that we've played them. So we're coming ready for those, how they're playing right now.
Colin, you had to guard Chaz Lanier a little bit in both matchups. Just how difficult is that task, and how were you able to have some success against him when you guys?
We give a lot of credit to Walker Horn, who acts as Chaz Lanier in practice. Walker's hard to guard because he's just sprinting off screens all practice. So he's done a great job with us, and me, Ortega, and anybody else who's guarding Chaz is getting a good feel with chasing Walker around at practice.
Just overall, you guys were able to limit them from three in both matchups. What was kind of the key there, and how do you guys replicate that success?
Yeah, well, our huge focus is defeating screens on our own and being there when the guy catches the ball. I think we've executed that really well the last two times that we've played them, and so we're. It's going to be another tough task of chasing them off the three, off screens again. So we're looking to do the same thing.
What have you seen from them? You talked about just the current version of Tennessee. What have you seen from them over the last couple of weeks since the last time you guys saw them?
Yeah, well, I think they, at least from what we're talking about, is they're a little bit more free playing out of sets if sets don't completely go as planned, and so we're ready for that, and we're ready to. It's not like a structured plan of they're going to do this, and this, but adapting, and our communication needs to be big as they're moving from set to set.
I caught the tail end of it, but just was it like playing in a venue this big and just adjusting to the sight lines and all those things?
Yeah, well, I was telling them it kind of feels a little bit more like Rupp, where it's like it's a little bit separated from the hoop, from the stands, and so it just takes a little bit of getting used to. Today was good for us to have a bunch of time to get shots up and get familiar with the feel.
You keep kind of stepping up in big moments, big games. You kind of have that big game feel going into this one.
Yeah, I mean, every game has kind of felt like that ever since we started. So I think I've been able to get the feel a little bit and engage my energy better. And so I'm hopefully ready to come do that again.
I'm assuming you saw the picture of Zakai at the UK facilities.
Yes, we did see the picture. No comment on it, but yep, we saw it. We're ready.
Colin, how did you guys build a team this year with so many transfers coming in? Because just bringing in talent doesn't always work everywhere.
Yeah, well, I think Coach Pope and the coaching staff did a great job at bringing guys in that fulfilled the vision that they had for the team. And I mean, my teammates are all amazing people, and we've gotten along very well and grown as a team. And so I think we've all done a good job at getting to know each other and loving each other, which has been huge for us and our success is just enjoying being with each other.
If Weetabix unleashes his superpowers, what does it take to unleash yours?
I'm usually a Honey Nut Cheerio or Raisin Bran guy in the morning, so I'm going to take a skip on the Weetabix. That hasn't worked for me, so I got to move on to something else.
Is it strictly breakfast cereals, or is it anything else?
Yeah, I'm a cereal guy for breakfast. So
thanks, Colin.
Super special. I mean, we were out there shooting, and Devin Moore was telling me we were staying in the spot where Harrison hit the shot in the same building. So I mean, really, I mean, it kind of comes full circle, and it really is super special. And be able to play in the Sweet 16 with Kentucky across my chest, I mean, there's nothing like it.
How different is it shooting out there?
I mean, at the end of the day, it's still a 10-foot hoop, and you still have a little orange basketball that you're trying to put through it. I mean, it's definitely not like the Bucks arena that we were in, but I think a little of that can be a little mental. Like I said, at the end of the day, I mean, all the regulations are the same, the lengths of the three-point line. So I think we should be all right.
You and Travis have known each other for a while. To go through this journey with him, how fun is that?
Yeah, it's really cool, and be able to have somebody, Travis and Colin, to be able to lean on. We go through the freshman struggles together. Yeah, it definitely helps, and to have two freshmen with me, and then having a lot of older guys around us, I think that helps a lot. I mean, we just get to pick their brain and get their wisdom and see what they're going through too. So I think we have a good mesh. We have good people in this locker room, so you can't beat that.
In that second matchup against Tennessee, Lamont got that steal right off the start of the game. How much energy did it give you? How big was that steal to start the game?
Yeah, I mean, that was huge. It kind of set the tone. It makes it a lot easier whenever we have a point guard like a head of the snake like him. I mean, he's just so crafty on the defensive end. I've never really seen anything like it. So, yeah, I mean, being able to play with him, it's awesome.
I mean, you know this rivalry. I mean, you've had some of your best games against Tennessee. To play them again, what's that mean to you?
Yeah, I mean, I'm super excited for it. We've played them twice. I mean, they're in our league, so we know each other pretty well. So I'm excited to see what wrinkles get added in the game tomorrow, and just being able to compete with my guys for another game.
No, it's not easy, but is it easy to play somebody that you're already familiar with when it comes to scouting and all that stuff? Yeah,
I mean, definitely on the quick turnaround. It does help a little bit because you don't have to relearn their player tendencies and stuff like that. But I mean, obviously, they have very good coaches in their locker room, just like we do. So they're going to add some wrinkles in, and I mean, there's no question about that. So yeah, I mean, it definitely helps about the player tendencies, but there's definitely going to be some changes. So you got to stay on your P's and Q's.
What is it about this matchup that brings out the best in you?
I don't know exactly. I just think it's being able to play with so many good teammates, to be honest. We have so many players that bring so much gravity to them, and it kind of gets to free me up open a little bit. So whenever I'm on the court with all these good shooters and players, it kind of gives me a little space to knock down a shot or two.
Growing up in Harlan, just what was the Tennessee-Kentucky rivalry like for you, just basically on the state line?
Yeah, I mean, it definitely is something. I mean, there's a handful of Tennessee fans in Harlan, but not much. I mean, that whole area bleeds blue. But whenever you cross the line and go into Knoxville to go shopping or something, there's quite a bit more.
Trent, how was it, bro, just taking the floor out there? I mean, you're in a football stadium. How did that feel?
Yeah, I mean, it's really cool. I'm a big NFL guy. I love to just sit down on Sundays and watch the NFL. So be able to play in the Colts arena is really cool. It's kind of cut off, so that's something I've never seen. But at the end of the day, we're still playing basketball, so I'm ready for it.
A guy like Chaz Lanier on Tennessee, what makes him such a difficult player to guard, but also every time you guys play him, you guys hold him under his averages? How are you guys so successful against him?
Yeah, I mean, he's a terrific player. I mean, he's been lining it up all year. He's super talented. He's really smart. I feel like he never stops moving on offense. He's running off screens. He knows how to use his body, and he elevates on his jumper, and it kind of makes it hard to contest. But we just have to do what we do what our coaches is kind of telling us how to guard him a little, like just follow his tendencies and stuff like that, and just do the best we can.
You always hear people say it's hard to beat a team 3 times in one season. Do you guys feel there's any added pressure on you guys to get this one done this deep in the postseason now?
I mean, it's just another game for us. I mean, like we've said all year, going into every single game, it's the biggest game we've played. So tomorrow's going to be no different. We're just going to do us, and we'll live with the result.
Knowing this rivalry and what it means, what's your immediate reaction when you see Zakai Ziegler with the picture from Rupp?
Yeah, I mean, that's definitely something. But I mean, we're just focused on us. We're just gonna do what we do. We're just gonna try to let what we do on the court, do our talking, and just play our game of basketball.
Can we expect another big performance from you against Tennessee tomorrow, bro?
I mean that's the plan. But we'll see. We'll see the flow of the game and see how that goes. Just trying to get out of here with the win and move on to the Elite Eight.
If Weetabix unlocks the superpowers of Amari Williams, what unlocks the superpowers of Trent Noah?
I don't know exactly, but
the color orange.
I don't know. I mean, maybe I'm gonna go with the Weetabix on tomorrow morning and see if I can go coast to coast and dunk on somebody like Amari does and be a 7-foot point guard. But I'm gonna try it, and then I guess we'll figure out what it does for me.
When you think of Tennessee, what's the one word that comes to mind?
I don't know. Orange. That's what I associate with me. Yeah, I don't know.
It's not a trick question. It's just whatever word pops first.
Morgan Wallen, something like that. Yeah, that's what I think of.
What did you think of the floor when you were stepping out there? Coach Pope noticed that the background kind of fades away when you guys were out there. So.
Yeah, I mean, it is definitely different. It's not like the Bucks arena that we were playing in, but like I said earlier, at the end of the day, we're still playing basketball on a 10-foot hoop, so you can't let that be a mental thing for you. We just got to go out there and put the ball in the hoop and play our game.
Does it take a little bit getting used to when you play on a stage like that?
Not as much as I thought. I did sit on the bench a little before we came in, and it was definitely different. Your view is different. I feel like your like eye view is like right at court level. So we might be doing a lot of standing tomorrow.
Thanks, Trent.
Kid, you get to luckily got to play in the Sweet 16 in Kentucky in high school, and then now you get to go do the big Sweet 16. The real Sweet 16 here is pretty special, especially with Kentucky across my chest. It's awesome.
How crazy is it that a year ago you were facing him in the Sweet 16 and now you're here?
It's super crazy to think about. Time flies. It seems like just yesterday we were playing in that. But no, there's definitely been a lot of growing since then, a lot of change. But man, it's been awesome. It's a huge opportunity for us, I think. So we're really excited about it.
You as a shooter, just how weird is the floor? How weird is the sight lines and just being in a football stadium for this game?
Yeah, once you get out there at first, it's definitely weird. But I think we got pretty good adjusted to it throughout. But no, it's definitely different than having a straight backdrop. Even Rupp is a lot closer than what that is both ways. But it's kind of cool to get a different challenge out there, get a little bit different view, and get to play in a pretty cool place.
Tennessee round 3. How excited are you for that?
Very excited. It's great to get to play against good teams like that, especially rivalry games like that is really fun. They've got some great guards that play the game the right way, play defense hard, and then also want to score. So it's going to be a very tough game for us, and we know that, but it's also going to be a lot of fun to get to compete against them.
How have they changed from the last time a couple times you played them, the last several weeks?
Yeah, they're doing a lot of things a little bit differently. I think Zakai especially is attacking a little bit more, looking for his own shot a little bit more. Whenever he gets mismatches, Chaz is still can get the shot off in the blink of an eye, so that's something we want to focus on still. They're kind of running some different actions that we focus on. But really, I think for us, the game plan kind of stays the same, and we want to focus on rebounding is something really important for us.
I'm sure you, speaking of Zakai, I'm sure you've got to ask the picture that he inside rub. What does that make you feel?
Yeah, I mean, it's just we try not to focus on that. We try to focus on the game. The game is played out there on the court, so we don't want to focus on that right now. But people can do what they want, but we just want to play the game of basketball for sure.
So Amari just going viral this week with the Weetabix and all that. If Weetabix unlocks the super power version of him, what unlocks the superpower version of Travis Perry?
A little pregame Reese's, peach gummies, and sweet tea. It's my go-to. So yeah, that's what I go to every game.
Have you tried the Weetabix yet?
I have not. No, I have not. But he's got plenty to go around, so I might be trying it soon.
You don't have to.
Yeah.
Thanks, man.
Talk to him like in the way he don't like, then that fuels him. That's what I get from it. But just I feel like he's been bringing it every game this season and really helped his team.
Focused and dialed in for sure.
But photos, I saw you making a TikTok out there, and Coach Pope even got in the way. What was that about?
Oh yeah, me and Lamont be making a lot of TikToks and stuff like that. So he asked me to make a TikTok right quick, so we did, and Coach Pope just got in it at the end.
How much fun does this whole experience have with the teammates that you guys have such a strong bond with each other, and you're able to have this much fun right now?
Oh yeah, just having fun just throughout life, not just at this moment. Not being just too serious all the time. Just have fun and I don't know.
Do you think it adds to playing free, and that's what everyone wants to do?
Oh yeah, for sure. Just getting things off your mind. And I just feel like if you just go out there, and have fun and just play free.
Facing Tennessee a third time.
They go come out ready to get a win against us. We beat them the last 2 times, but they go run some few new things. But we just gotta go out there and do the things that helped us win the last 2 times we played them.
Have you tried whatever that
Yeah.
cereal? Have you tried it?
I actually tried it the first time he did it, and it tastes like oatmeal to me. I put a lot of sugar in it and stuff, so it wasn't that bad.
Try with the warm milk?
I had warm milk. Yeah.
If that unlocks his superhero abilities, what unlocks yours?
You talking about his Weetabix?
Yeah. What's your version of Weetabix?
I don't know. I really don't like. Yeah, I probably said I eat that before the games. When we go in different cities, I'll order that, like he said. But yeah.
So your energy, does it just come naturally for you?
You said does it come naturally? Yeah, I say that. Or I wouldn't just say it's a particular food or anything I do. I just feel like I always got energy and it's just in me for real.
How do you control that energy and just kind of use it for good on the floor?
It got out of hand a couple times this season, as y'all know, but just it's part of basketball and just controlling it and talking to Coach Pope, and him telling me how he did it and stuff like that. I feel like that really helped me, and when I get in the situation, just think back what he said and just think about all the things that the people telling me not to do, not just to crash out and get a tech or something like that, but just controlling my emotions, I'll say, just maturity.
So that's going to be big in this game, right?
No, yeah, for sure. Just going out there, little words maybe said here and there, but just not doing nothing just out of hand or nothing just too stupid.
When it gets like that, when it gets little people do start chirping and stuff.
For sure, I feel like it's just make the game more funner. Get the crowd into it. Everybody just hyping. It's just a better game overall.
Brandon, what happened to this league this year with the 14 teams, and best in the country, and all that?
Yeah, like you said, I just feel like SEC was the best in the country, and everybody know that. And every night it was like a battle, like a March Madness game. So I feel like it helped all the teams get to this point, and be ready for March Madness. Just playing in the SEC.
Did something happen from last year to this, or has it been building to this?
I'm not sure if it really. Probably just building to this point, I'll say.
Describe